What if money never existed? No cash, no coins, no cards, no digital numbers in a bank, just nothing. Would we still wake up early, chase goals, build empires, or risk our lives for paper that never had real value? Imagine a world where profit means nothing, and survival depends not on how much you own, but what you can do. Would it be paradise, or a world even more dangerous than the one we live in? This is Illogic, where we explore questions no one dares to ask. To understand a world without money, we have to go back, way back, before currencies, before coins, before gold even had value. Humanity once lived on barter. You had wheat, I had wool. We traded, simple, but flawed. What if you didn't need what I offered? What if I couldn't carry my goods across distance? Trade broke down, trust broke apart, economies froze. That's why money was invented, not as evil, but as a solution, a symbol of value, a way to scale trust. So now erase it. Go back to a world without it. And you realize we're not just removing cash, we're erasing the foundation of modern civilization. In a world without money, what replaces it? Do we return to barter? Do we trade time, skills, knowledge? What's your life worth if no one can buy it? Doctors would treat people not for insurance, but for goodwill. Farmers would grow food and share it with their tribe, not sell it. Artists would create not for commissions, but because creation is survival. But here's the catch. What motivates people to do hard, boring, dangerous work without reward? Who will dig your sewage system? Who will mine the rare minerals for your electronics? Not everyone is driven by kindness. Some work only because money gives them a reason. Without that incentive, society might collapse. Remove money, and you don't remove power. You just change who holds it. In this new world, power shifts to the skilled, to those who grow food, heal wounds, build shelters. The labor class becomes the upper class. Tech geniuses, doctors, carpenters, farmers, they rule. The rich, the influencers, the investment bankers, they fade. You can't trade stocks in a world that doesn't use value. You can't sell fame when there's nothing to buy. But power is addictive, and if not controlled, people will find new ways to dominate. Maybe they control food, maybe they control medicine, and maybe the black market rises, creating a new kind of currency, favors, protection, secrets. Even without money, inequality finds a way back. Imagine how relationships would change. No dating for wealth, no marriages built on assets, no status symbols, because status itself means nothing. Would love be pure? Would people connect for who they are, not what they own? Or would chaos rise as people scramble to find purpose in a world with no goals, no promotions, no shiny rewards? Depression might rise, not because people are poor, but because the pursuit of something is gone. And what replaces ambition? Art, exploration, knowledge? Maybe we'd finally chase things that matter, or maybe we'd collapse into meaninglessness. Let's zoom out. What happens to nations? No money equals no taxes, equals no governments as we know them. Police, hospitals, armies, education. How do you fund any of it? Would countries dissolve into tribes again? Would communities form around trade, survival, protection? And what about innovation? Without profit, would companies build spaceships, invent new cures, create technology? Or would progress stop because there's no reason to push forward? Money doesn't just buy things. It funds the future. Without it, we might lose more than we expect. Some people think that without money, greed would disappear. They're wrong. Greed is older than currency. It's human. If not money, people will crave power, or attention, or land, or loyalty. People will hoard food, control knowledge, build hierarchies, because even without cash, humans still want to win. Money never created greed. It just made it easier to measure. All doom. There's a version of this world where it works. A world where resources are shared, AI does the labor, and humans create for joy, not survival. A world where there's universal access to food, water, medicine, education. Imagine children raised not to chase jobs, but to build meaning. Imagine Earth with no poverty, not because people have money, but because they don't need it. Utopia? Maybe. Or maybe the future must move toward this. But even in that utopia, money finds its way back. Even if it's not paper, we invent systems of value. Crypto, reputation, likes, favors, data. We always create currency because currency is control, and control is survival. So maybe the real question isn't, what if money didn't exist? But rather, can humans ever live without control? This is Illogic, where we destroy assumptions to rebuild reality. If you woke up tomorrow in a world without money, what would you offer the world? And more importantly, what would the world offer you? Subscribe to explore more questions the system doesn't want you to ask.